Next maneuver we're going to set up for is it turns about a point. Now, first off, we're going to pick a point. You can see a number of trees over here. We're going to pick the tallest tree. That's going to be our point. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're minimum 400 feet above the ground. We're going to stay at 500 feet. Okay? 5,500. Clearing the area. And we're going around. Okay. So now we enter that from a downwind. We're going around our point. We look at our point. Now, once you get into your turn, you should be able to stabilize out. You can look at your point, you can look at your instruments, but most of your sight picture should be out on the horizon for other aircraft. The big mistake people make is they focus on their instruments, they look at their airspeed, they look at their altitude, they look at the point, and they forget about looking out where you're going. That's a very, very important part of this maneuver, is scanning for other traffic as you do the maneuver. And you can see we've locked ourselves in here for a turn. That's what you want to do. You don't want to be chasing your instruments. It's pretty easy in a trike to maintain your altitude and airspeed. And you just glance down every once in a while, look at your instruments. As we're going around our point there. Okay, the same distance. Okay, now you can do this at way far away. You can do it very close. So we're going to go in, we're going to bring it into it a lot closer. We're going to tighten it up here. We're starting a new maneuver here. It turns about a point, only a lot tighter. And here we go. We're going to fly a little faster now, of course, because we're tighter turn. Scanning the area as we go. Wind, you can pretty much look perpendicular to you, and that's about where that tree should be. You can see it. You start going like that, you know you're turning into it, and you know if it gets the back of you there, you're going out. So it's a matter of looking perpendicular at that point and using that as your reference. Of course, scanning out here, we notice how that point remains perpendicular here to us. If you notice, you can pretty much take your hands off many times and just let it fly on its own. It's a nice relaxing way. 2 turns about a point. Okay, so we're going to go out here, and we're going to do S turns over a row. Got a nice road out here. Straight. We're not going to do it over the main highway here because there's a lot of traffic and we don't want to get them riled up watching you. Choppier out here. The sun's starting to heat up the ground. But we're going to maintain 5,500 feet, so we make sure we stay 500 feet. Over any houses or structures. And we're going to enter that on a downwind to start our maneuver. Yeah, we can see our nice straight road here. We're going to come over that 5,500. We're going to establish 60 miles an hour as our speed. And we're going to go over our road here. And we're going to start our turn right away. So we have a nice gradual turn here, a nice semicircle. We're scanning the area for other air traffic as we go. Okay, as you can see, we're still in our turn here. We want to come across this road perpendicular. We can see we're perpendicular, and then boom, we start to turn in our other direction. Maintaining our altitude, our airspeed, looking where we're going. Every once in a while we drop down here and look at our altitude, adjust for that, but always scanning out here for other aircraft. Okay, you can see as we're coming around here, we need to kind of, we're still doing a semicircle. Going across our road, come perpendicular, and we start our turn in our other direction. And there we go. Okay. So there's our S-turns across the road, and we're going to pick a field now, and we're going to do our rectangular course. And we've got a nice rectangle down here. So we're going to enter that at a 45, just like we're coming into an airport. And we can see our square up here. So we're going to turn onto our downwind. Okay, we're going over our boundary marker right here. And we're going to start our turn. We're going to do an exact quarter circle as we go, looking out for other traffic. Okay, and there we go. We're completing our turn there. We're just the same distance away from that marker there. And we're coming over our next boundary. And we're going to start our turn. And we complete our turn on our next boundary here. Notice we're the same distance away from that road right there, which is part of our rectangle. Okay, we're going over our next boundary here, and there we go. We'll start our turn. Another quarter turn. And we're going to complete our turn. Our next boundary, there we go. Staying that distance from our marker. Scanning for traffic. We're looking out. We'll start our turn here. Yeah, complete our turn. And there we are, back to where we started. So there's a rectangular course. Okay, we're going to climb up here a little bit. Let's go do some other maneuvers.